since you've been gone on Rainbow? Since we've been gone, Steve? What's been going on, mate?
Well, so much has happened, hasn't it, in the world? Politics and stuff. There's been an election and the like.
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, and our producer, I say producer, Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Yeah, very good. We've been away for a while. I think the last show we did was January 2004.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed whatsoever.
Nothing's been mended. I'm pretty sure I threw that away in the bin before I left.
Yeah, there are some of your old bacon rinds from that sandwich.
yeah. The spare ribs on the floor. Yeah, nothing's changed at all. Oh, no, that's not true. The listenership has changed. It went down slightly, didn't it, on the last radio show?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Is that what happened? Did it go down slightly, Karl?
A little bit, I think.
I don't think XFM gets new listeners, because I think what happens is, because the reason it goes down just very slightly each time is that their old listeners die.
Yeah.
Definitely. Old Cure fans dying of...
Yeah, smack addictions.
Gout.
Yeah.
But anyway, I haven't listened to this station for a year and a half, so that's increased by one, which is probably quite a high percentage.
Exactly. I suppose that my question, to you, Rick, would be, why now? Why have you come back now?
I was a bit bored of sitting at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're just here for 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Well, we're standing in for Adam and Joe, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the tables have turned. I remember when they were standing in for us, but...
Yeah. I don't know.
But the only reason I'm here is because my housekeeper cleans between 1 and 3.
Oh, right, that's a good idea.
So I thought I'd get out of the house.
And, Are they listening to XFM?
Well, no, she doesn't speak English. I'm not made of money, Rick. Okay. If I can help out, a young immigrant lady, then I will do. And there are so many things I can do for her in so many ways.
Yeah.
But her, picking up my old tea towels and stuff is ideal. So that's why I'm here. But all I'm worried about is I think people kind of associate with the name Ricky Gervais. They associate a certain level of quality. Your live stand-up DVDs, there's a level of quality. You've put a lot of work into them. You've honed it. The TV work you've done, likewise. Should people expect the same from the radio show?
Definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. Those things that, you sit down, we sit down, we write them for a long time, write them for a year maybe, then film them, and we worry about everything. This is, I'm not even sure I'm talking into the mic at the moment. I was actually doodling, as you saw there.
Yeah.
I'm eating a sandwich as we speak. Yeah. Although we do like music, that is true.
That's absolutely right.
Should we play some great records?
Let's play a great record now.
U2, City of Blinding Light. I'll tell you what, I love U2 now.
Yeah.
I honestly hated them, sort of everything from Boy up to about, I think, Beautiful Day, when that came out. I thought, that's all right. I listened to the album, listened to this album. I love them now, Steve. It's a turnaround, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's that kind of musical insight that I'm looking for throughout this show. Really.
I sound like Dr. Fox then, didn't I?
Some of your tastes and wants and needs.
Dr. Fox. What's happened to him? Is he off air now? Because that's one of the reasons I put no effort into this radio show, because, we go to the Golden Globes the same month, we do nothing at the Sony, and Dr. Fox actually said that's because you're not very good.
I like the fact that the Dr. Fox criticisms really hit you quite hard. You really took that
still talking about it a year later.
Exactly. You've got to let it go, Rick.
Yeah.
But then again, he's a medical man, and
you got to believe him a bit.
Trust his opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. I could have done without the rectal examination. I think he could have just said, you're not very good.
Exactly.
Try and enunciate. No, I know what the problem is. Or let's have a look down here.
Exactly.
Karl had to go to one of those well clinics, didn't you?
No, I haven't gone.
Why?
Because I'm not happy with it.
What?
I'm not happy with the whole... Well, it's just... Do people know what them places are?
We'll give you a whole...
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've had one, yeah. They check everything.
Which, Suzanne, my girlfriend, was like, you're 30-odd now. When was the last time you went to the doctors? And I haven't been for ages, because I don't...
No, I never go.
Doctors.
I never go. Unless I think I'm honestly going to die there. I'm in agony.
Think they can always find something.
Jane made me go to one of those things, those boot things where they do that. It's, couple £100 and they give you a complete head to toe, don't they?
But head to bottom is what it is. They do the old finger up the arse thing.
Now, what is that testing for?
Well, I like that he said it quietly, because he's on the radio. You can't say arse.
Yeah.
I say it quietly. Say it quietly. Yeah. Arse. Yeah, arse. That's what our mistake was, because we got a complaint upheld, didn't we, for saying... And I'm talking about a male chicken here, which is a cock, as you know. Yeah, and we said that word, right? So if we'd have gone, cock, we'd have probably gotten away with it.
You can get away with murder
If you just, yeah.
if you just whisper it very
So go on then, yeah, so...
Go on then,
So yeah, no, I'm not going because I'm not having that done. I don't understand what you're going to find up there. That's
your head?
no. But why can't we just? I mean, it's the heart that I worry about the most.
Do you mean that in a kind of romantic sense?
No, I mean like if
They'd
you
have to have a long finger, wouldn't they, to check that out? They go, "Is something wrong with your left ventricle?" Yeah,
Now, this thing about the doctors, they hold your testicles and they make you cough.
yeah. They don't hold the testicles anymore. They just put it sort of like by the side of them.
And what's that testing for?
I don't know. I think it's something to do with if you got something wrong with your diaphragm or something like that. You can't do it when they press there. I don't know. It shows them something.
So you
it's
can't-
not.
you
It's
can't-
not doctors having a quick feel.
Right, so you can't...
Well, that's good because do you remember when Karl said he's going to die of cancer, and I said why? He said I don't check my balls. I said why? He said I don't like the feel. So they feel it for you. They feel them for you, and you can just relax, shut your eyes, and think of England.
but don't mess with them.
What do you mean?
You can do more damage messing about with them. Just leave them. And there's two anyway. You can afford to lose one.
Yeah, I don't think that's the point. I think the point is it sort of spreads, doesn't it? You've got to check the...
I mean, I'm not saying if don't do it because they spend a lot of money saying to people, have a quick feel if you got the time, what have you. But I don't worry about it. Leave it alone.
Why, out of interest, why do doctors stick fingers up your arse?
Check the prostate.
Check the prostate?
Yeah, because if it's swollen, it could lead to all sorts of problems. Again, they're not having a laugh, Karl. They're not going, hang on, look at this bald little mank fella.
But there's no nice way.
I'll feel his balls, stick a finger up his arse and send him home. 300 quid, please, on you go. What about me art? It's fine. And they're all laughing.
Roger, Jeff, stand behind that two-way mirror.
Yeah, what's this?
I'm not going anyway. So.
Really, you're not going because you don't want...
No, I'm not happy with that. It doesn't even matter. It's not the fact he's a stranger. If it was someone who I knew, it'd be just as bad.
That'd be worse! Imagine that! At a dinner party. Oh, God. Oh, look, hello, Roger and Selena. Do you mind, Roger,
Would you allow any of the celebrity doctors to do it, though? Dr. Dre, Dr. Fox,
any of those?
Doctor Who?
I just don't understand in this day and age.
Would you allow Christopher Eccleston to stick his big northern finger up
Do you
your...
got a song on anyway?
What? Beanie Siegel. I love this track.
Oh, it's very urban for you, Rick.
Beanie Siegel. Feel it in the air. Beautiful track, isn't it?
Well, it's wonderful on a lovely summer's day like this as well, Rick. It's the ideal choice. Well done on that one.
Well, I'm a little bit worried that if there are any new listeners, very unlikely, that they may be familiar with our work, but they might not know the wonderful little gem that we found just there, a little rough diamond in the mud.
Yeah.
Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Just working here, just working away as a little producer, little sound man, wasn't
drone.
he? Yeah. And he was, and we gave him his opportunity, didn't we? It's like Cinderella, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he grasped that opportunity, didn't you, by the horns. And 3 years later, you're exactly where you started. So, good work.
Got Mondays off now.
Well, I thought maybe a useful way of introducing the mind of Karl Pilkington to our new
You
audience.
use that term loosely.
Yeah, when I say mind, I don't... Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought...
Look at his face.
Oh. There is a website. Have you got that website?
Oh, there's
address?
a website that we just found. Right, Karl, what is the address?
If you are unfamiliar with what Karl looks like...
Please log on to this now.
Log on to this website and stay tuned, but log on to the website because you'll see Karl's face, you'll see some of his pearls of wisdom.
Yeah. Now, what's the address, Karl?
Freewebs.com.
www.
Yeah, freewebs.com.
Freewebs.com.
Yeah, /
Yeah.
the K-man /
The K-Man. It's
Okay.
complicated.
It is, yeah.
Do it again. Say it again. But get a pencil now. They've all got a pencil now.
Freewebs.com
One word. Yeah.
/ the K-man /
Now, when you say dash, is it a dash or is it an
Is it in the middle?
underscore?
Is it underscore? Is it in the middle of the word, or is it hover in the middle of the word, or is it at the bottom?
It's just a line and that.
Yeah, I know, but is it an underscore or is it a dash?
Try both.
he copied it down.
Have a go.
That's the sort of level we're talking about.
Well, already you've got some insight into the mind of Karl Pilkington.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But I thought what we should do is we could hijack...
Imagine that. Imagine Bill Gates.
Yeah, or a teacher. in an exam. Pop down both.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But anyway, yeah, if you're a reader of the Weekend Guardian, you'll know there's this thing called the Q&A, which they give to celebrities and thinkers and the like. And basically it's a series of questions they pose to people each week, and it's the same questions, and it gives a little insight into people's minds, the way they think. So
What thinker philosopher is in this week's?
Oh, it's the lead singer of Feeder. So, you're in good company, Carl.
No, I like Feeder.
No, fine.
I love Feeder.
So, Carl, I'm just going to fire a couple of these questions at you. We'll maybe drop them in throughout the course of the show, just to try and get a sense of who you are. So, here's the first question. All right, you got your thinking head on?
Go on.
Wurzel.
What is your idea of perfect happiness?
What, for me, or...
Already?
No, Ronnie Corbett.
No, but what do you mean, like, what will make me happy, or for everyone to be happy?
No, what would make you happy? Maybe that's the answer. Your idea of perfect happiness is everyone being happy. I don't know. What would make you totally
Unlikely,
happy?
I imagine it's a 24-hour monkey channel on, like, the sky.
yeah. Okay, go on. A
What's your idea
never-ending
of perfect
popsicle.
happiness?
Right, go on.
I don't think I've had it yet where I'm, like, really, really happy with anything.
Carl, I've never seen you really happy, no.
No, but...
When have you been at your happiest?
Probably, I like sort of fish fingers, potato cakes and beans for tea.
Yeah.
And,
You're not, yeah.
Right, well, let's move on. We'll come back to that one. Let's move on.
I don't think you're aiming high enough for,
Well, what would your answer be for that? When are you happy? What would make you happy?
I wouldn't have I'd have fish fingers, but I probably wouldn't have the potato cakes.
Yeah.
I'd have fish fingers and beans.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the beans.
Really? So your idea of perfect happiness is probably just fish fingers, is
Just
it?
the fish fingers.
Okay, good.
All right, second question. What is your greatest fear, Carl?
Going to the doctors. I don't wanna-
So presumably ill health and mortality. That's how you
no,
do it, you
just the
see.
doctors.
No, I don't.
Yeah, just any particular doctor?
I don't want to live forever either. I just want
no.
good innings. I just want to get to about 80, 83, 84.
Specific. So specific. Yeah, okay.
Which living person do you most admire? Which person throughout any time in history do you most admire?
Winston Churchill's pretty good.
You like
Yeah,
him?
it's very good.
He's
Why?
alright.
Good answer.
Because if it wasn't for him, we'd be talking German. I'm not that good at that. So.
He's not that good at that. I love that even if the Nazis won, right, in 1945, and we'd be now speaking German, he still wouldn't be that good at it. Although he's not good at English, so I suppose that's true, isn't it? Yeah.
All right, well, here's the final one for now. Do you believe in capital punishment?
That's not hitting Dr. Fox over the head with a stick.
Depends what for, doesn't it?
Go on.
Oh, if it's something bad. And
Well, I assume it would be. They don't kill
what-
people
what-
now for parking illegally.
but what sort of thing are you talking about? What sort of punishment?
Capital punishment.
Yeah, I know, but what is that? What are you talking about?
Well, guillotine, hanging,
Hanging's a bit bad.
yeah, can be fatal, can't it? What do you mean hanging's a bit bad?
It's just
It's
not-
all bad. Why should the state kill someone?
because prisons are getting a bit busy, aren't they?
Brilliant. Okay.
Just what's the point in keeping them, people around?
Well, what's the point in killing them?
Just because it's like, right, that's that done. Who's next? You know what I mean? What can you do with someone if they're mental?
Employ him on a radio show.
Yeah.
Play a record,
Right,
Carl.
next question.
Play a record. We'll
Okay.
come back to the questions.
What do you want? What have you got in here?
Rick, I know you're a massive fan of the Thorns.
Yeah,
but
love
maybe
them.
you're less familiar with the different elements of the Thorns solo work.
No,
It's a track
no.
from Matthew Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
XFM 104.9, Matthew Sweet, and a song called In My Time, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
That's great, that.
Yeah, just asking Karl some of these Q&A questions.
This might be my idea of perfect happiness, being in a room with Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Just what I just watch him look around. When you're talking, he looks at you, and it's like, you know when the owners say, it's like the cat can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like
He's
he's
got
on
that
the
same
edge
look.
of that. He's
Yeah.
on the edge of that. You think he can, and I know he understands the words, but I don't think he understands the full impact. Whenever you say something to him, it might be some, a revelation or something. He always picks up on the wrong side. You go, well, that's not the important bit. Do you know what I mean? He always goes...
It's a bit like having a 14-year-old French exchange student. You know, their English is not amazing. They roughly understand you, but they're trying to piece together what you're saying.
Exactly. But it's great. You see, the thing about Karl is, and don't take this the wrong way, I like him because he's stupid, in a way. No, I'm not being funny, but do you know what I mean? But even though I think he is considered stupid, some of the things he says, I think borders on I don't know what the PC term is, the retarded. Do you know what I mean, Karl?
Anything in particular you're thinking of there, Rick, when you think of...
Well, he was talking to me the other day because I'm trying to write a show called Science, and he's sort of going to help me out with some of the research, and I want him to do something on the DVD for it, right? And he was talking about it, and he was talking about he says that in the future they reckon we'll be able to soon. He said they'll be able to take us into space, and it's going to cost us £150,000. He said, what's the point? There's nothing up there. He said when they went up there, right? He said when Louis Armstrong went. In 1966, right? He said it was nothing there. So there was him, a fella called Buzz. There was one and third bloke that didn't even get out of the spaceship. He said he went all that way. He didn't get out to stretch his legs. How good can it be? Forget it. That's him summing up space exploration.
Don't you agree with that? What's the point in going up there?
Because are
we talking about the finger in the arse again here, or space?
Oh, what is the point in going?
Because you're expanding, you know, human endeavour, aren't you? And the human understanding of the world and the universe. It's like, what else are we going to do as a civilization, as a people, if we're not constantly searching and, you know, and reaching out into the far distance?
But there's nothing there, then.
I know some people you grew up with that haven't left their street, but that's not everyone.
But what is it? What do you mean there's nothing there? What has got to be there for it to be a worthwhile? Like,
just something.
I mean, to be honest,
what would you be happy with finding up on the moon?
Video?
Just something. I don't think they looked hard enough anyway when they got there, because they seemed to get out, have a bit of a dance about, and then they came straight back. And I sort of think, you know, did they look properly?
It's not a day trip, is it?
But what I mean
they
is...
took that car out there, didn't they, and drove around a bit?
Yeah, but only a little bit. What I mean is, say if an alien landed in Africa, there's not much there, so they'd go...
What do you mean there's not much there?
Well, it's a bit barren, isn't it?
What, Africa? Just in general?
Well, so anywhere like that, desert or whatever, what I'm saying is, have a good look round.
Probably where all life came from, and probably 500,000 species of animals live there.
Buildings and that, and stuff.
Oh, buildings.
Well, just stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, did they look properly? Or did they just land, get out, go, oh, bit dusty, whatever, right, let's go back? I just think it's a bit pointless. Especially when we haven't done everything there is to do here.
Go on.
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure there is stuff that needs sorting out.
Well, I know the place that there's no medical man has been in this room.
Yeah.
There's definitely an unexplored cavern sitting right in front.
All right, Steve. Would you go to the moon if someone said there's a space?
He doesn't march at a concert because he's scared his glasses to fall off. Of course he wouldn't go to the moon. They'd spin him round in training, his glasses would come off, and that'll be it. He'd feel sick.
My worry is I'm not sure would I be able to wear him under the helmet?
Imagine him!
Like I went paintballing once, and I had to wear the glasses underneath the mask, and of course it was a bit hot weather, it was awful, it was steamed up in there. Still, I couldn't see anything. I got shot straight away. I was out of the game. It was pointless. You know, it cost me like £8.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that fit anyway, do you? You're only sort of sat there.
Well, yeah, but what are you talking about? Think of G-force alone and weightlessness. Of course you've got to be... What?
Yeah.
I think when you said think of G-force, he thought of G4. The follow-up winners in Pop Idol. I could see it as his eyes glazed over. A couple more quick questions for you, Karl, just to try and get inside your mind. What is your greatest regret?
Probably... I didn't do that well at school, did I? So I'm trying to, like, learn stuff now.
Yeah.
Not mentally, but... You know.
He reckons he's learnt more in the last 3 months than he ever has in the rest of his life, reading a couple of science books I gave him.
Well, that's impressive. We'll test you on that later on.
Yeah.
What keeps you awake at night?
Well, I live in sort of central London, don't I? So it's...
Brilliant.
Traffic and that. I think they were thinking more
of what fears have you got? What worries do you ponder the expansion of the universe? Do you worry about it?
There's no point, is there? 'Cause there's nothing I can do about it.
So with you, it's the little Chinese fellow across the road?
Just stuff that I've got to sort out. You know, any bills or anything. I don't worry about the world ending or anything. What's the point in that?
It's true. That is
I
true.
can't do anything about it. I always think that people with more sort of intelligence have the world on their shoulders because they're worrying about stuff that's miles away, whereas I'm like, you know, I'm happy if the sun's out. It's like, oh, it's a nice day.
Yeah.
I don't worry about wars and stuff going on because there's nothing I can do.
What would you do if there was a war that maybe there was...
What, here?
Yeah.
Go on holiday.
Play a record, Carl.
The Who. I mean, that's got to be one of the best rock tracks ever, isn't it?
Oh, there's no argument.
Did I sound like Dr. Fox again?
A little bit. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah. We're going to get a Sony Award this year. Carl, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah? It's good to be back, isn't it?
We're doing Rockbusters in a bit, what?
Have we got Rockbusters?
Well...
Hallelujah!
I'll tell you this, new listeners. New listeners won't believe their luck when they hear Rockbusters.
We've got Rockbusters. Have we got, well, dare I say it, have we got Monkey News, Carl?
Well, I've been away, haven't I? So I've sort of got a few things that I've read about roughly, but I don't know the full ins and outs.
You're joking, because usually you do your research quite well, don't you, when you get off Anna Nova and read the top line.
So what are you saying, though? Are you saying that it's kind of monkey news?
We might have time to do something later.
Well, we've got to have him.
I love it when he teases us with his monkey news.
We've had emails about that website address.
Oh, yeah.
It was a what's the name? An
underscore. Okay, so give it out one more time. Now go to this to find out about Karl Pilkington. Someone's put in a lot of effort. It's a really good website. There's some great pictures of Karl.
Well, they're not great. They're just freewebs.com/the_K_man/
Okay, forward slashes all the way.
Yeah.
Except the underscores.
Except the underscores, yeah.
This is interminable. Isn't it interminable giving out email addresses?
I know, yeah.
Rubbish, it's so boring.
No, yeah. Oh, dear. Is he enjoying the show?
It just says, I love spending 2 hours on a Saturday listening about fingers of arses, doctors squeezing testicles and making you cough. Have you got any news on the airy Chinese kid? So...
Well, when you say like that, some of the stuff we cover does sound a little bit of, drivel.
Well,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Carl was worried about swearing, because after we were talking about finger at arse and that, he's generally worried. And I don't have a problem with swearing, although I understand why you can't say certain words on radio. It might be offensive, people aren't listening. I mean, the F word, the C word and all those. But when they bleep it out in a record, they bleep out the vowel. So in the F word, they bleep out the U, so it goes, beep, right? What, so they go, it's not offensive, I didn't hear the vowel.
Presumably, yeah.
So if you change the vowel, it's not... Do you know what I mean? So, in the C word, could I say... could I talk about the philosopher Immanuel Kant?
Well, you can talk about Immanuel Kant because he's one of the great thinkers of all time.
So Kant is not an offensive word because the vowel's different,
okay.
is it?
Leave it then.
No, do you know what I mean, though?
Well, I don't see how it can be offensive.
You can't. It can't be, only. He's a thinker, he's a philosopher. His name is Kant. That is his actual name.
Yeah.
I think it comes from a long line of Kants, from what I can... He hasn't changed his name. I think his father, his grandfather...
There's a lot of German people...
Oh, well, Germany is, I assume, full of Kants.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well, what else would
So you can change the vowel. So could I say... Probably
not.
What if I changed 2 words? What if I said cump? C-U-M-P. Now, that's not offensive at all, is it?
That can't be offensive.
So I could say, you folking cump.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I need a schnit. That would be fun.
Wonka, Willy Wonka.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
You got... Although Willy... Is Willy offensive? Could you say Willy?
It's tricky.
Willy Wonka and his... Willy Wonka and his folking cumps.
Yeah.
That would be fine,
That would be
wouldn't it?
absolutely fine.
Is that all right then, Carl?
Got any other questions or anything, Steve?
Well... it's not so much a question, but it's something that I think might be of interest to you, Carl. I was reading about this in the paper, and I know how fascinated you are by people of the Japanese persuasion. 2 elderly men found on a remote island are believed to be Japanese soldiers in hiding since 1945, desperate to go home. Diplomats from Tokyo are investigating the claims of these men, who are 87 and 83.
What? What are you thinking there?
Well, no, go on.
I know what you're thinking. Go on. Say what you're thinking.
I'll be that old, though.
Why? Why? Say why.
I don't want to. Just leave it.
Carl's got a theory. Well, I don't think that this is fine. I'd say that Carl's views don't reflect the views of XFM, right? Carl's got a theory that Oriental people don't age well.
Sure. Let Carl.
But that
offer
annoys me
theory.
the way. Yeah, but I think
What?
people will probably agree with me. But for some reason, the first time I said that, I wasn't even worried about it. But now, because of reaction of people, I don't understand. I don't know why I can't say that.
What's your theory? Explain your theory in a nutshell.
Just like you don't see a sort of a 33-year-old Chinese person either. No, but at the same time...
What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old
I'm not having a go. At the same time, you don't see that many fat ones either. So, in a way, that's good news. Nobody would be upset about that.
But what do you mean?
But your news isn't bad news, because it's not true.
But wait a minute, stop. What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old Chinese person? I don't understand. What do you mean you don't see them? What do you see then?
Sort of, young ones. And then, like, you don't see that middle ground.
I don't know what this theory's based on.
So you see old ones and you see young ones, but you never see any in between.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So what's the oldest Chinese person you've seen before the age of 33? How old do you think?
About 22.
22. So you've seen lots of 22-year-olds. So you've seen a range from babies to 22-year-old Chinese people. That's fact, okay? And then what gap do you miss out? When do they pop back up on the radar for you? What age has a Chinese person got to be older than that?
Well, 49.
It's always so specific. What do you mean when you say they don't age well? What do you mean they don't age well? You mean that middle-aged ones look old?
Because you think at 23, when it's 23, happy birthday to you, and they look up, and, oh, jeez, it's 52. What do you mean?
No, I just mean they don't age that well. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what it is in them, but they just don't... Oh, all right then, here's the question. You tell me of a Chinese person on the telly who's about 32.
Tell me of a Chinese person on the telly first. Give us the great gamut of Chinese talent currently on British TV, right? And I'll pick and choose. Go on then.
Bruce Lee?
How long has he been dead, Bruce Lee? 70s, wasn't it? And
Unbelievable.
not really on the telly much, was he? Okay.
What age was he when he died?
33, I think.
Well, I would have never guessed that.
Well, what do you think? How old do you think he was?
Probably about 42.
What, you know Burt Kwok?
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pink Panther films?
No.
Okay. He wasn't that old in them, because it was 60s, 70s.
But how old did he look, though? If he walked in and someone said, you never guess how old he is, what would you have said? Right then, there's my point then. There's my point.
I have to say, I've been listening to you two talk, and I like the idea that there's people who've been waiting 18 months for some of this. for the Kant discussion, the Orientals.
Do you know what I think? I think Kant, as a philosopher, is very popular in Essex, because I hear him saying his name all the time whenever I go through. What? They're all shouting this and that.
Kings of Leon on XFM.
Carl.
Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Carl, dead air.
Talk! I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, but that's no good on radio. You can't just look at something. You got to talk.
Is he even more backward than I remember?
I don't know.
It's just that someone's emailed in.
Yeah, so you got to tell the listeners that.
I'm telling them now. I'm doing it. Someone's emailed in from Tokyo saying that he's getting married in a few months to a Japanese woman. She's 27. Just want to know how long I've got till she starts looking old.
Well, how long do you reckon, according to your theory?
About 27. Probably about 4 years. About 4 years and that. So...
What would you advise him, to get out now, or...?
Well, have some good sort of wedding pictures done and that.
Carl! Carl! It's not true! The theory's not true!
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Oh yeah, great. In 4 years' time, he's going to send a picture going, oh, you're right, Carl. Look, she looks like a prune. What? He's going to suddenly start saying his girl... It's not true, it's not going to happen.
It's that thing, though, innit, of looking at her mum. There's a lot of truth in that, isn't there, that you shouldn't really meet up with your girlfriend's sort of parents and that.
Sure.
Because you just sort of get a little taster of what's to come and what have you.
Then what's to come with yours?
It's a good job I didn't meet her early on. No.
You're going to be in such trouble!
No, they don't listen. It's all right.
Really? Well, Suzanne does, doesn't she?
She'll probably be out.
Really?
But she knows.
She's got some sense.
when you get back. Yeah. You went on holiday with them, didn't you?
Yeah, we've been on since then, haven't we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I went on holiday last week, been away, but that was just me and Suzanne. Talk about that later.
Yeah, okay. That's coming up.
Plus, of course, Rockbusters, the return of Rockbusters.
Let's start Rockbusters. Let's do
now.
Rockbusters. Let's get it rolling, because I have got some amazing prizes. I went to the Americas and I brought back gifts. Not your tobacco and your potatoes, but brilliant prizes. Now, quite seriously, these are not the usual tat. You will win some tat for Rockbusters, okay? We've got DVDs, CDs, things like that, right? But the winner of Rockbusters today will go through to a chance to win the prizes in week 6. We're only here for 6 weeks, by the way. This is our first of 6 shows.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. And I went to do The Simpsons last weekend, and I've got a drawing here, an original drawing of Homer by Matt Groening. See that? Look at that. As Homer there, your pal Matt Groening, May the 18th, 2005. And Homer's saying, I love Karl because he's stupid like me. And that's going to be framed, original drawing. That is worth, I think, a lot, but I've promised Matt Groening that it will not go on eBay. So please, I hope it goes to a fan. I've also got a rare Spinal Tap poster, met with Christopher Guest, and he signed that, Nigel Tufnell. Fans of Spinal Tap and The Simpsons, possibly the 2 greatest things ever, I think.
Yeah.
Also, my friend Rob, who did flannels with me, has drawn us 3 as Flannimals. There's Steve there, a little goglanker. There's me there, a little bloke dumplant, and little Karl Pilkington, Pink Floyd numbscrunt. And these are going to be framed. So some very nice prizes. And I got a little surprise for you. Obviously, I met Homer. Press that little button there. Listen to this.
Hi, this is Homer Simpson. I like Karl and its perfectly round, bald head. If you put 3 holes in it, it looks just like my bowling ball.
Brilliant.
Actual proof that you've met the people themselves, that the prizes are bona fide and genuine. But don't enter this week's Rockbusters thinking you're going to win those prizes automatically. No. This week you just win the usual tat.
What is the tat, Steve?
Well, we'll talk about that shortly.
Okay.
But you go forward to the big showdown, the big final competition in week 6, where you get the chance to win those.
One person wins all those beautiful,
so just everyone goes in the
collectible
draw.
prizes. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, the winners of each week go into the draw. What is Rockbusters, Karl? We've whet their appetite.
I think play a record and maybe some wonderful adverts and then come back with Rockbusters. It's that kind of teasing that has made this a potential award-winning show.
Bronze, I think, next year.
Can we just swap that round, do ads and the song?
Whatever way suits you, mate. Go on.
XFM.
XFM 104.9, Magic Numbers, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Well, I'm a little bit worried. I've just got to warn the listener, if we suddenly just go off air, right, it's because champagne is pouring down a hole where there's loads of wires into the desk. Because Steve, getting ready to open this champagne, right, just took that wire thing off, just put it there, of course, because it's warm. It just exploded everywhere.
Yeah, I should explain now, I didn't bring in champagne to toast our return to the radio. I mean, I'm not an idiot. But actually, from Focus PR, Ashley has rather nicely sent us some Lindauer sparkling wine, and I'm just trying some, and it's really quite refreshing on this summer's day. So if you're perhaps working for some kind of PR agency, you know, or any kind of company, and you want to send us stuff which you want us to shamelessly promote on air, then feel free to do that.
So you're just looking for free stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you know, electrical goods.
Okay, it's not just like champagne.
Definitely not.
Because I was going to say, if other champagne companies... What's that champagne company called that they sent us for free?
Lindauer sparkling wine, which I imagine is available now.
Yeah, so other champagne companies feeling jealous could send you some and you'd mention it.
I don't want to exclude anyone from this. You know, anyone is welcome to send anything in.
Brilliant.
And as I say, I'm particularly interested in sort of designer goods.
Okay.
You know, the Apple Mac people, they're welcome to send anything in.
Now, what's annoying about that champagne opening like that is that, as you know, I've brought my camera in, and I wanted to film you opening that onto Karl's head. Got the cork.
Rick, I got another bottle.
Have you ever?
I don't want you to miss out on an opportunity like that.
That's a bit of a waste of champagne opening 2 bottles. But Karl, would you mind? Because that would have made a cracking noise against your head, that cork going off. And because it's such a lovely, bald little sort of dome.
Yeah.
We'll put your head right down, yeah? It'll open it, we'll see what the cork does, and I'll film it for, like a website or something.
Maybe we'll make that the finale of today's show.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sponsored by Lindauer Sparkling Wine.
Oh yeah, the sound of a cracking cork against Karl's skull. Sponsored by Lindauer.
Sponsored by Lindauer. Available now.
Great.
Right, we're doing Rockbusters then.
Oh, okay. Now you should explain briefly what the concept is, Carl, because there might be a few new listeners.
It's Blockbusters. Right, go on then.
Well, it's not Blockbusters.
No, because they were real clues, weren't they?
Yeah, that was actually.
He says they're a cryptic clue. It's not cryptic.
Well,
It's like, what am I thinking? This competition is like, what number am I thinking of?
Rick, just calm down for a second. Let me explain basically what the concept is. You'll remember some of the greats from the past.
Yeah.
Basically, you give some vague clue. Is that right, Carl? And from that, we're supposed to deduct which band or artist you're thinking of. So, for instance, there was a classic...
there was one, the West Indian fella spinning a fish round his head, and that was Detroit Spinners.
The Trout Spinners.
Yeah,
Detroit Spinners. Yeah. There was also what happens if you fall over into a puddle in Texas. Wet knee, Houston. Wet knee.
That is the level of Carl's
That's what you're
clues.
working with.
But can I just say, there's no irony in this. Carl doesn't think this is quirky or kitsch or ironic. He thinks these could go on the Guardian crossword.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This is the best stuff you can come up with.
Yeah. Right. So there's three of them.
Yeah.
Right. I'll give you the cryptic clue
not
to help
cryptic.
you along. Well, it is.
Yeah,
and
really.
I'll give you some initials of the band or the artist or whatever to help you along as well.
Yeah.
Three of them.
This is on the text only. We don't want emails on this one. Just
It's the one that gets the highest or the first one to get 3. The first email with 3 or the first one that is the highest. So if no one gets the third one, which I wouldn't blame you for, so if there's like 30 people that get 2, it's the first email that comes in that we pick, and they win a handful of tat, which would you like to go through?
I'll search out the tat in a second. I'm not sure where it is, yeah.
Good stuff.
There's some DVDs and stuff in there. It's not bad, yeah, but it means you go forward to the grand final in 6 weeks' time when you're playing for all that amazing stuff Ricky's got. We've got the signed, genuine, exclusive drawing of Homer Simpson done by Matt Groening, featuring references to Carl. We've got the signed Spinal Tap poster. So this is big stuff you can't get anywhere else.
No, it's a rare American poster signed by
and
Nigel
it's such
Tufnell.
a shame that your only chance of winning it is with this inane quiz.
Absolutely, it's not down to skill or anything. It's just such a shame that.
Let's just do it then.
Go on then.
Right, the first one.
Go on.
What you got to remember is it's a band or an artist that XFM play as well. Right. Right then. So the first one.
Oh yeah, because XFM play the Detroit Spinners and Whitney Houston all the time, don't they?
All right, these three.
Okay.
Giving it away, but these are XFM bands.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. If you got like a ball.
Oh Jesus. I know, you don't think about the cryptic clue is that every syllable counts. He says it different every time he says it. There'll be something different. Look, go on then. Go.
Right. So if you get a bulb, right?
What?
A bulb.
A bulb.
What's a bulb?
What's a bulb?
Like a.
I like bulb.
I like bulb. Oh, I like bulb.
So
okay,
you get a
yeah.
bulb?
You get a bulb. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on.
He's gone. Right, go on.
So you get a bulb. Right.
Don't forget a bulb. Yeah. You got something in your throat. What are you doing? Are you eating a gobstopper? What are you doing?
We'll play a song then.
No, come on. Get the clue out, for goodness sake.
So the cryptic clue is, so if you get a bulb, right? So
that's the beginning. Okay, great.
Right. If you get if you get a bulb, like, go on.
And you look after it, right? You look after that bulb. And you teach it stuff.
Jesus
and all that.
Christ.
What you doing there? Do you know what I mean?
This is extraordinary. This is extraordinary.
Amazing. Imagine that written down in the
He's
Telegraph.
had 18 months to get this
But
right.
imagine it. That's not a clue. That's an essay.
I don't know what it is.
It's a conversation
I don't know
with
if he
yourself.
means a light bulb, a bulb like you plant in the garden. What kind of bulb does he mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
Right, you get a bulb.
Well, remember that. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
It does, but I can't say too much. Right, so listen, let me just do it again. You get a bulb, right, when it's young, you look after that bulb, you teach it stuff and what have you. What have you done there? What's gone on?
Brilliant!
And what are the initials of the band?
R, right? R for rabbit, right? So what's the band there? Second one.
Jesus.
People have a problem doing this when they get home from like a night out drinking. Right? What's the problem they've got? Right? The initial there, K. What's the band? Right? People get in from having a night out, they'll have a problem doing this. What is it? What's the problem?
Okay. And clue number 3?
I had a vision of that Chinese flu. Right? That's C. I had a vision of that Chinese flu.
You had a vision of that Chinese flu.
Yeah,
and that's
the
the letter
band
C.
C. Right? So 3 bands there. 3 cryptic clues.
Not really.
Text in 83 XFM. Just send the 3 3 band names that'll do on it.
Can they do a website as well?
If they want, they can email in.
Well, tell them what it is.
Yeah, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Send it in there.
Give them again quickly then, Carl.
Right then, so get a bulb when it's young and that. Look
Brilliant,
after it.
different,
Look
totally
after
different.
It, teach it stuff
Yeah.
and all that.
Okay.
What's the band, right?
Yeah.
The second one, people have a problem doing this when they get home late at night. You know, they've been out drinking and that, they get home, what problem are they going to have? K is the initial. Third one, I had a vision of that Chinese flu. What do I mean?
Brilliant.
C's the initial.
Play a record. I mean, it's abomination. Right, but
Bruce Springsteen, No Surrender. Saw him last night at the Albert Hall. Amazing gig. I know you're going tonight, Rick.
Can't wait.
You'll have a whale of a time. There's a lyric in that. I noticed he sings, we learnt more from a 3-minute record, baby, than we ever learned in school. Probably not paying attention, to be fair, but that's certainly true of you, Carl, I would have thought, isn't it?
well, he learns a lot of his stuff from records. He only likes records with a story.
Yeah.
His favourite record is Killing a Georgie by Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
In the Ghetto by Elvis. Living in the City by Stevie Wonder, and Babushka by Kate Bush gets the story.
Yeah.
We looked into the story of that one day. I was saying, well, she dresses up and the husband falls for her. And what did you say?
Saying it wouldn't work. I'm just wondering, I mean, we should play it really so people can hear it and sort of...
Well, we'll play Babushka a bit later on then, and we can analyse those lyrics.
Coming up
more
on
carefully.
XFM, London's alternative new music station, Babushka by Kate Bush. Brilliant. XFM. Embrace. Glorious day on XFM 104.9.
Rick, there may be listeners tuning in thinking they've got something better to do, for instance, switching off the radio and just staring blankly at the wall for the next half an hour. But no, because what they're going to miss is our grand finale
to
this, which is, of course...
sponsored by
Lindauer's, the sparkling wine solution to a hot summer's day.
Yeah.
That we're going to be firing a cork.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Please, yeah.
Good.
They're going to be firing a cork at Carl's head just for the sound.
I just think it's sound... Huh?
It's not happening.
Yes, it is. You said... No, we've said it is now.
We've promised it to the listeners.
Yeah, come on.
I'm not happy with it.
Why? Because the paint.
Well, I've never had it done, so I don't know how painful it is.
Well, what reason to do it then?
Yeah, we've got to try it out, haven't you? You're perfectly. It's like a little cowbell or wood block. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for pop. And I'm going to film it for my website.
Brilliant.
So go to that this week, rickygervais.com, and see Karl Pilkington getting hit. A high-powered cork coming out of Lindauer sparkling wine.
Lindauer sparkling wine. And of course, if you want to send us anything in, and perhaps next week that you feel we could actually that'd be great.
That's
us to do.
This is like interactive because a lot of people plan the show. Like Dr. Fox plans his show. We sort of come up, we riff on the. That's a great idea. Send stuff in that we could harm Karl with.
Yeah, we
harm Karl. Harm Karl. We do a jingle. Harm Karl.
I've always wanted one of those George Foreman grills. I've always wanted one of them.
I know, but that's too much, isn't it?
We could. What if we just pressed his head inside it? We'd have to put it on.
Put it on. See, yeah.
Just squeeze his head inside it.
I've got to do that thing with a tea towel one day. You know that thing I did with a tea towel? You put a tea towel around his head, right, tie it. I put a wooden spoon in, and you only have to turn it like a couple of inches, and it kills you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really is, yeah. So we'll be firing a cork at Karl's head. I'll be filming it for the website.
So that's coming up about 10 to 3. Look forward to that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm loving this. This is my. Just being in a room with him. I just can't. I want to squeeze his head all the time.
I'll tell you, if you're a fan of imbeciles and idiots, you're missing out if you're not watching Celebrity Love Island.
I watched about 30 seconds of it, and I hate them. Just desperate idiots and slappers. I actually angers me.
I switched on Celebrity Love Island. The first thing I thought is, where's a tsunami when you need one? but seriously, there's a guy on there. Paul. I think his name's Paul Danan, ex of Hollyoaks, and he's an absolute joy because, like Karl, he's an absolute simpleton.
Oh, really?
And it's fantastic. And he was on one week, and he was talking about how he fancied Lady Isabella Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, thing is, right, I really fancy her because she don't like reading books, and I don't like reading books.
They've got something in
But I
common.
love the idea that he's attracted to someone for something they don't do.
I know, yeah.
I've never killed a kid. She's never killed a kid. We're gonna get
What
married.
about sleep around? That would be a good thing to be attracted to someone for.
Unbelievable.
Just honestly, and Big Brother's the same.
Is it?
Just a load of ropey old
Cats.
yeah, I know. Just like a horrible, cellulite, wobbly, rice-arsed, fat-titted tarts and idiots and show-offs. And they all disgust me for a different reason. I don't know which one to hate most
I know.
and why. They all give me a couple of reasons to hate them.
That's what the nomination should be.
Yeah.
You know, nominate who do you hate the most? Because
Absolutely.
I thought I was going to switch on and find that actually, people like Abby Titmus and Rebecca Lewis had been misrepresented by the press.
Oh, what, the one that wanked off a pig in public? Oh, yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that? Did you say wonked off?
I said wonked off
You said
a
wonked off,
pog.
yeah.
Wonked off a pog. Yeah. Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
But, I mean,
it's amazing, Rebecca. I mean, don't even get me started on Abby Titmus. Don't even get me. Don't.
I like the idea of her parents perhaps going to some kind of someone's birthday or whatever, meeting some old friends who've perhaps been away living in another country.
Yeah.
How's young Abby? Is she still a nurse saving lives? No, she gets her tits out for a living now.
Aren't it funny? Yeah. Rebecca Lewis, by her own admission, I don't know if it's true, but she said she sleeps with a married man, then sold her storage weapons, then wonked off a pog, right? That's a hell of a CV, isn't it?
I'm looking forward to
that. Is amazing. I bet her nan's very, very proud of her.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't just forget it. Don't get me started. I'll be watching every night for the next 10 weeks. Yeah. You can't not. Is it? My adrenaline rushes. And you go, oh God, I just tune in to see. It's almost like you tune in to see which one gets hurt.
Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Emotionally scarred.
But maybe one of them will come through. Well, we'll find out. We're always going to be we're going to find out that one of them was like had a really, really bad childhood, and we feel sorry for her for a little bit, like the Jade Goody syndrome or something. And oh God, then they release an exercise video. Oh, Karl, we got to get you in on this. Oh, imagine Karl in Big Brother.
That would be a joy.
That would be amazing. But you turned on and you hated it, didn't you?
Yeah, I gave it like 3 minutes and it's gone. There's always something better on though. You annoy me, like you watch it. You moan about it now, but you watch
I know,
it.
I know, yeah, I know.
There's always something else.
I really did not watch any of Celebrity Love, and that was just too awful. I think the celebrities are worse than general public, though, to me, because if they're so desperate, they want 9 little bites of the cherry, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Or at least these people, they think that they're going to get out of their job they don't like, maybe, or, it's sort of like, I give them their 15 minutes, but it's, oh, God.
But there's always something. I mean, when we were out the other night, Steve, right, there's a programme on about a spider that's a foot long and eats chicken. No one's talking about it.
What to start? What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, well,
I'm sorry. I had to stand up because I thought I was going to explode. What do you mean there's a spider that's a foot long and eats chicken?
There was a programme on about it, about how there's this spider in the jungle or something, but I missed it because it was out, but no one's talking about that in the papers. Now, to me, that's a worry.
Why? In case it nicks your Sunday roast. What do you mean?
But if it likes chicken now, Rick, in like 2 years' time, who knows what it might
I know, it move up the evolutionary ladder, it start liking Karl, then humans.
No, I'm not saying about the chicken bit, because I eat chicken, that isn't that shocking, but the fact it's a foot long, and no one's, it's just on a Thursday night, no one's talking about it.
What do you expect, though? What do you expect from this? It's got its own PR. What do you want? What do you want this spider to be famous? Where is it? Where is it?
It's in the jungle.
It's not worrying anyone then, is it? It's not going to move.
Well, why?
It's not going to.
Though.
What do you mean?
What do you mean it's not going to move?
Well, how's it going to get here? Is it going to get on a bus?
There's waves and that, they come in bananas and all that. So, don't worry about it. So, I'm not, if you're going to be like that.
Anyway, listen, we better line up Babushka. We better play that, surely, because I know you need to analyse those lyrics. That's very important to you, I know. We've still got that cork hitting.
Cork on their head's going to be great. We're going to put his little head down and really give it a firing.
Sponsored by Lindauer Sparkling. Refreshing.
Jess's Girl by Rick Springfield. The reason I played that is twofold. One, it's one of the prizes we're giving away. It's an album called Rock Gods, and that's with a Z, right, and an umlaut over the O.
Yeah.
And it's got Kiss, Judas Priest, Deep Root of the Darkness. It really is good. It's all your classic rock tracks. The other reason I want to play it is because I like that song. It's a great little uptempo bubblegum pop song, rock, great. But it's got one of the worst lyrics in it. he's he's worried about bringing up the fact that he loves his girlfriend's his mate's girlfriend, and he goes, "Should I bring it up?" He goes, I tell her that I love her, but the point may be moot." Just
You don't use that in a rock song. The point may be moot. Well, I was listening to Christian O'Connell on the Breakfast Show when he had this bounty hunter thing running a couple of weeks back, and I don't know what happened, but anyway, he ended up with Brian Adams in the studio doing a live session. Brian, good-natured or whatever, but you can't help but feel with Brian that he thinks that he's Bruce Springsteen, but there's something wrong. I mean, he's got the voice and the guitar, he can play and everything, but there was a lyric, and he played it completely earnestly, and it was a session, and the lyric was something, it was from his recent album, and the lyric was along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was along the lines of, I'm sat in my hotel room, there's a knock at the door and I get kind of nervous. I'm hoping it's you, it's just room service. Which is extraordinary, but Christian came up with the best, they finished it, and obviously Christian was thinking, what did I say? And he came up with the best answer if you've had a session that you're not entirely convinced by. He just said quite simply, that sounded great.
That's good.
Which is amazing. Who are you complimenting there? The engineer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the sound recordist. What does that mean?
That's great.
That sounded great.
Yeah, good. We got some good mics.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Adams. Is it true he bought the pub next door to him and closed it down because they were noisy?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's what money's for.
Oh,
that is what money's for, isn't
absolutely
it?
Right.
Waking up the neighbours. That was his album, wasn't it?
That was right.
I don't know if that was before or after that, whether it was related or not.
But if you buy a house next to a pub, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So move, rather than ruining the fun for everyone.
It's more good advice from Karl Pilkington. Karl, while we're talking to you, we should give these answers to Rockbusters. It's the big quiz. And of course, the winner this week goes forward to play in the grand final in 6 weeks' time, where they get to win all those amazing gifts. We've
a signed Homer drawn especially for Karl by Matt Groening, Nigel Tufnell signed rare poster. They're amazing. Should we give away a sort of maybe a original print of behind the scenes of extras? We got some amazing pictures filming extras. I was thinking the other day, like how excited I am to be with Karl and let off corks on his head. Well, our editor, long-suffering editor Nigel, we'd worked with Ben Stiller, Kate Winslet, Sam Jackson, all these people for 8 weeks. It was amazing. But my highlight, I thought about it, and my highlight was dressing Nigel up, our editor, in a baby grow.
Sure.
It was, I planned it. We got the department, costume department hired it, and we just, and it looked brilliant, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just,
and that is BBC licence fee money going towards you dressing up your editor, because you didn't pay for it. The BBC paid for it, so that is how your money has been spent, people.
But it's available on the DVD again. Exactly. Nothing's wasted.
Which you have to buy for 15 quid. Sure. So, yeah, it's a win-win situation.
It's the whole thing is one big reality game show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, the answers, give us the
Go on, give us the clue. I haven't got an idea. Go on, give me the clue then again.
Right, well, do you want to say who the winner is, or...
No, let's hear the answers first.
First clue was, if you get a bulb when it's young, you look after it and that, you teach it stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Go on.
The initial was R.
Yeah.
Right, that was razor light. All right?
Raise light, you raise a light.
Razor light, okay.
Kind of works.
Yeah, didn't matter what sort of bulb it was then.
It was very specific.
Sure. Mike, go on.
People have a problem doing this when they get home from a night out drinking.
Yeah.
What's the problem they're having? They have a problem getting the key in. That keying.
That's awful.
Word.
That doesn't count. Keying.
And they got it right.
It's keen. It's keen. It's one's awful. Awful.
I had a vision of that Chinese flu.
Yeah.
The initial I was C. That was Caesars. Caesars. They managed to get that as well.
I love the fact that even he knows they managed to get that as well. Did anyone get all three?
Yeah, a few people.
That's terrible. Okay, who's the first one?
I don't know what it says about XFM and its listeners that people are getting these answers right.
I know. Go on then.
I mean, horrific. But anyway, we're going to give it, and he goes forward, as I say, for the big prizes in 6 weeks' time. It's Paul in Bookham. Well done,
Paul Bookham. But also he does get the complete series of Alias, League of Gentlemen, that Rock Gods album. So it's pretty good. But Open Water on DVD and a chance to win all those prizes. Brilliant. Yeah. Coming up next, a cork smacking a bald man on the bonce really hard.
XFM.
XFM 104.9 playing Green Day. The studio's falling apart.
I know, his microphone broke. Their mind broke.
Rick, I don't know why Lindauer's, the sparkling wine, want to be associated with this shambles of a show.
It is falling apart. This is awful, this studio. It's got to be fixed. Right now, Karl, come on here. It's the time where I'm going to let her cork off. Do you want to film this, Steve?
Yeah, let me just
That'll be
take that
available on the
picture.
website next week, rickygervais.com. So see Carl getting hit. One bloke suggested we leave the metal cap on because it's get a better pitch, but we take that. He's straight. It's dead
Hang on, let's get the camera ready.
Get the camera ready. Ready?
So if you just joined us, we are using some Lindauer's sparkling wine to basically, what can I say, really, fire a cork at Carl's round
ready?
head.
Ready?
Hang on a sec, let me just put the headphones on.
All right, film this then.
Okay.
It's in position, look.
Just firing up.
Okay, Carl, come on there so we can see your head a little bit. We want to get the noise, the microphone there. Right, ready? Hold on.
Good. So you're just doing it.
Hold on. Now, it's in position. What have you... Oh. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Oh, no!
Oh, it's like Jackass.
Did it hurt?
Did I hit me?
What do you mean, did it hit you?
I sort of just...
It went off course, did it? Just glanced at it.
Right, Lindauer's, you're going to send us 8 more bottles, please.
Yeah,
so we're going to get this right.
Homesick. Kings of Convenience. Beautiful.
Yeah.
On XFM 104.9. Well, that's nearly the end of our first of 6 shows.
I'm
Our
just thinking
summertime
back to
special.
some of the highlights, Rick, so far today. I don't know what you've made of it. We
Finger at
started-
the arse.
Finger at the arse, testicles early on.
Orientals don't age very well. Bit of
liberally.
racism. Bit of racism with the Germany's full of cants.
Yeah, that was
That isn't swearing. Cork on the head, glass champagne down the electrical works. So good. Just the finale is monkey news, obviously.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news, yeah.
There isn't... I've been away, haven't I?
Right, there's been no monkey news. You can't get...
No, but I haven't had a proper chance to sort of,
Carl, your monkey news is of spurious tales from the 17th century sometimes. So let's have one of those.
No,
let's have a monkey who dressed as Zorro and they thought he was a woodsman, but when they took his head off, he was a 4-foot hairy chimp. Let's have one of those ridiculous stories.
Well, we've done that, though. But do you want to go back on some of the ones?
Oh, what is the monkey news? There must have been some monkey news this week.
The only thing that sort of stood out, do you know, like, they're having problems...
You're just making this up. Where's your information? Where's the piece of paper? Where's the document? What is this?
Because I've been away, so I haven't got anything.
Let's hear
But it's
him
bad
out.
enough when he's reading it, he gets it wrong. When he's just riffing, it's going to be absolute twaddle.
Let's hear it out.
Right, do you know, like, they're having problems getting new people to be policemen?
Oh,
Go on.
They've, in America, they're taking them on to, sort of join the SWAT team.
They've taken what on?
Some little monkeys.
Okay.
Giving them walkie-talkies and all that. And,
well, they can't talk.
They're just walkies.
they don't have to...
They're giving them some walkies. What do you mean?
They're
What
just
was...
being given commands and that. And, they're good
What,
at...
so it's one way, they tell them, they've got the little thing strapped to them.
They're good at, like, getting into small places and that, and sort of, cracking stuff and all that. Like I say, it's just half a story I just picked up on.
That's not a story.
Well, what do you want?
Monkey news!
Well, I'll get some better stuff next week, but I've literally, like, got off a plane.
This is the worst. This is one of the worst shows we've ever done.
And that's saying something, Rick. We've done some tripe.
This is nothing. And to end with the police in America have given monkeys walkie-talkies. That's nothing. That is a disgrace.
And what do you mean that you've not had enough time to prepare? We've been off air for 18 months.
Yeah.
What, there's been no accumulated monkey news in that time?
It's got to keep it fresh, though, hasn't it?
Great, well, what
XFM 104.9. Lovely, that one. Now, again, I broke the rules in the week. I met up with Carl. I had lunch with him. And we were chatting and having a cup of tea. And it got onto one of Carl's favourite programmes, was the Tales of the Unexpected.
Ah, of course.
And all I can think is that he's probably the only person in Britain where they were unexpected. I mean, to him, when that twist came in, you go, gee, I can't...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't believe
So it was the tree that did it. I mean, he was probably the only... And we were telling all these stories of horror, and he liked horror stories. And I told him this story. And I don't know if this will come across the way, but I told him this story. It was a short. It was a horror short.
This was a film you saw, was it?
Yeah. And what it was, it started off just there'd been a car crash. You see, it's a horrendous wreck. And you saw it from the point of view of the person in the car. And he was calling for his mate, and he was going, Dave... And he sort of looked over and saw a body without a head that had been thrown at. He goes, "Oh no, Dave!" And then into the field of view came Dave, his mate, and looked at him with a look of horror. And then it sort of went black, and you realised that he was just a head, and it had been his body.
Oh wow!
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, then it came up at the end at the executions in the French Revolution. People experience consciousness for and he went, "Oh." No, he said, it wouldn't be for that long. And then he went, if it was a chicken, it would work. Imagine remaking that film, but it's two chickens in horrendous car crash.
Their own fault for driving.
It would work. No, he wasn't having that.
Yeah.
No, it was too long. I think he said, how long was this film? I went, about 5 minutes. He went, no. It would work if it was a chicken.
I like the way that Carl is something like when you relate an incident like that, he's appalled and offended and annoyed by the people that made it, even though he's never seen it.
Oh, he's annoyed. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite Tales of the Unexpected, one that you remember particularly that shook you up?
Yeah, we were talking about the one on where there's some woman in prison. Have you seen that one?
I can't remember them all.
Right. This woman's in prison.
Yeah.
And she gets a bit friendly with the guy who takes the dead bodies out.
Right.
And he said, I can get you out of here. He said, what you've got to do, right? You've got to, at midnight...
When you hear the bell toll, that means there's been a dead body.
Yeah, there's been a dead body. So what you've got to do is go into, like, the place where all the dead bodies are, get in the first coffin on the right, and then I'll come along and carry you out, and you can run away and escape, right? So she goes, yeah, all right, then. So she hears the bell go.
I'll bury you, right? And then I'll come back later and dig you up.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's the point.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Trust me, Carl, it really matters.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if I'm going to ruin this for people at home.
Yeah.
Can I just skip to the end? I would imagine that she gets buried and he doesn't come back, and she has to get buried alive.
Better than that. So she gets in the coffin, and she's lying there for ages.
She's buried.
She can feel a bit of movement going on, so she's obviously, being carried somewhere, so she's thinking, this is it, I'm getting out. And she's lying there for ages and thinking, why isn't someone coming and lifting the lid off this? Do you know what I mean? Letting me get out. So she's really bored. She gets a lighter out, right? Lights it to have a look at who she's lying on. It's only the fella who said he'd help escape.
Oh.
How bad is that?
That is... How bad is that?
So it is quite important that she's buried alive then, isn't it? In retrospect, you realise that the jeopardy is that she's buried alive and can't get out.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worse, doesn't it, than just like lying in the morgue and going, actually, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work.
Look at Carl's face. Having told that, he's so pleased. His face is lit up. He's beaming like a child.
Have you seen any?
Is that your favourite horror thing ever?
What was that one you told me about with the porn? That was a good one.
Oh, this was fantastic, right? Right. There was this.
Sorry, can I just check now? We're just remembering classic episodes of the Tales of the Unexpected.
This is important. Well, I saw one, right? I saw one on Tales of the Unexpected, right? And it was these two gents. What they used to do, they look down the obituaries and they'd blackmail the wife or the son of a dead eminent person, like might be a priest or a doctor, something like that. And they'd go and they'd say, he bought some erotic stuff from us before he died, and he owes 100 guineas and all this sort of stuff. And they'd pay up because it'd be so embarrassing. They just didn't want them, so they'd just pay him, right? And this one bloke said, who are these people? I'll meet with them. And he goes round there, and they go, your father. He goes, my father could not have bought any erotic material from you. They did it. He goes, he couldn't have. He's blind. Right? And that was the twist. And Carl went, so it was magazines, not videos then.
Yeah. Now think about it, Steve. Is that so stupid?
Well, presumably it was set in olden times because people, professional pornographers don't tend to call it, erotic material.
Yeah.
They tend to call it, juicy jugs or whatever. But more than that, I don't understand how a video is going to be any use to a blind person either. I know that you can hear the sound, Carl. Look at him nodding like he's caught me out.
Yeah, what sound will you hear? Do. Your meter needs looking at? Yes. Cut. What's then? What's that? Then it's just noises, isn't
Occasional groans.
Yeah.
Right.
You could listen through the wall at your neighbours.
He does.
I mean, that's why I save a lot of money. But I thought you were going to point out, Carl, that they could have had a Braille porno. Now, have you thought of that?
Look, feel the lumps on that.
Exactly. Think about it, Carl.
Think about it.
You're excited now.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's away, Carl.
Yeah, but she's great as only under the cupboard.
No, she's a good-looking lady.
Oh.
What do you make of the first genetically modified baby?
Oh.
Are you worried about this?
Do you know what did they do? What?
Let me see what it says here.
Well, isn't it just choosing the, eye colour?
Well, this is the concern, isn't it? That in the future you'll be able to decide whether it's a boy or a girl, how intelligent it is, what it looks like, is it handsome, is it ugly? Obviously, no one will choose an ugly baby, and so on and so on and so on. And so it means that where will it lead? Where will it end, Carl? Are you concerned?
I've thought about this a lot.
What will us three look like in the future if they're being, genetically modified, beautiful people? What will we be like? How will we be considered in society?
Yeah. But we've talked about this before, haven't we? About the cloning thing.
Yeah,
that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, right, you might look like some other kid, but it's the way you're brought up that will change your features and the way you are, your personality.
If you lie, you get a long nose, don't you?
Well, no, but listen, right, because I remember when we, I was growing up on this estate.
This is going to be good. Go on.
No, it's not. It's just an example of how this doesn't work.
Go on.
So we don't need to worry, sort of thing.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. All right.
Didn't fancy her.
Oh God, no. Right, but she had a baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. Why was she?
It was a very.
Like a man in a dress.
I mean, I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything. And I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What did she look like?
But anyone can
tattoos,
clean up.
Looked like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make the place look nice.
Yeah.
Right. But she didn't, and a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did he get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have
So you've seen a horse in it? No.
What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner?
Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of lettuce?
Right? And,
oh, that's great. Did Big Jake come looking for it?
I'd been out.
Oh. So let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after?
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. All right then, but keep it out of the kitchen.
I don't want you going Catlin rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Carl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop.
I can't stop it. Open the patio door as well.
Looks like we got us a runaway. What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is, they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right. So
that's why the family didn't have any money. They'd spend it on the horse.
No,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's always to whisper, Carl, in case they're listening.
Yeah. And
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well. Oh.
So I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round. And, and sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport. Yeah.
And the horse was in the lounge.
Reading a paper.
Just like walking around.
Oh, God! What?
And when I was doing, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you're trying to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this. This story's going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go on for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I come from the West Country. I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet, and it's got a rediffusion telly, and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
Right, play a record. Let's have Velvet Underground. We've got that lined up.
Oh,
yeah, the
God.
classic from the first album. I'm Waiting for the Man. Let's come back to the horse in a second.
Little flowers in pots. What do you mean?
From that classic first album, Velvet Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Lou Reed, the Velvet Underground, and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto
Genetically modified babies, but
and then
somehow
Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto, he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the mother was a right pig, apparently.
Well,
I don't know whether that's
you
relevant.
don't need to go that far.
But
what I'm trying to do is like make a picture for you so you understand.
What did she look like? Who did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats?
I've never got that close to it.
Okay, all right.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her husband?
No, her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse.
Yeah, from I don't know where. There was I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them.
They kept it in the house.
Did they
didn't
get
have
caught?
it for long.
No.
Sorry, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse.
No,
in there.
what happened was I was. They did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said you can do anything to raise money, and they came out with all these ideas, and I thought that's good.
What was the charity?
Well, I don't know. I thought forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money making overnight.
So
you're a charity.
So, so I asked my mum for some because she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them, and I'll go and buy some plastic cups, and got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, sold loads.
Did you just cut? You didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they wouldn't have survived.
Oh.
But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough. So as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door and they opened the door and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room.
Oh.
I looked quite happy and everything because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
central heating,
3-piece suite, and a telly and that?
Telly and that.
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari,
right? I was walking through London.
Commodore 64,
yeah,
rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." And I said, that dog is happier than most dogs,
right?
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't eat, but other than that,
no, it does eat though. They're always all right. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing all right for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
Well, anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah. So anyway, this family. It was a bit. What were we talking about? It was about cloning,
genetically modified kids and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is, you could say, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It could happen, Rick.
So
come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
And get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right. Now, you look at Stephen. You look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well. You give it good food and
I'm a good dad.
all the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right. So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. It gets tired easily and that sort of thing. Now, when this family,
why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right, this family who had a horse in their house.
Yeah.
They had a little baby, and my mum went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby," right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, And the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying like abusing it, but it used to run around. It used to play out till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit.
Did it have hooves?
Yeah, no. chase cars.
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh God! Was it called Rover? Did it catch sticks?
It's Liam. It was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly, and its hair was all patchy.
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
And chasing cars and that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant. Wow. Life.
Wow.
That was a hell of a point.
Oh God!
But am I right?
Oh, you're always right, Carl.
Finally, White Van Man, what do you make of the fact that Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins? Is that
a
true? Concern for you?
Is that true?
Apparently so.
Why?
Don't know.
Like it's easy to stack.
This is what the guy in the Sun has said. That should be interesting. That should be his comment on Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins. Is that should be interesting for meatballs. Ricky's just collapsed on the floor. Let's just play a song, Carl. I don't think even you can top that.
Cooper Temple Claws. Who needs enemies? Good question, lads. Nobody. This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Oh, they should print a little book of those. They're great. Oh, how you can relate any song or artist to anything else.
Easy.
Joyful.
Easy. Well, yeah, so me and Carl went out for a beer, and it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
We started off,
good.
and you met my mate Robin, didn't you?
Yeah.
And some of the stories. Do you want to tell Steve some things about Robin that you've done?
Do you know him well?
Yes.
Well, do you know about his worm problem as a kid?
Go on.
Right. What I can remember is he had worms as a kid. Not sure how you get him. He never answered me. He was getting a bit touchy about it.
Right.
This is like the second time I met him. I think he was a bit annoyed that Ricky told me about his problem.
What
Yes.
now? Straight away, you not being there, instinctively, what do you think went on with this story about worms?
My suspicion is rather like when you told a group of people that Robin had once suckled milk from a cow's udder.
Yeah.
Did you mention that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. My suspicion is that, like the cow story, the worm story is not true.
But
And
why would he get so sort of uppity about it?
Well,
Because it's not true.
Imagine if that wasn't the first time he'd done it. Imagine if he did that every single time he was with somebody for the first time and Robin was just met them. He will tell that story to anyone.
But they do say there's no smoke without fire.
Robin. I also told him that the way Robin cured these worms was because the doctor told his mother, right, to hold a piece of ham or cheese near Robin's anus so the worms would come out for the food, and he believed it.
I'll tell you why, though.
I said to Robin used to sit on spam to try and get the worms out, and he believed it.
But Steve, right, do you remember that story about 3 or 4 years ago where there was some bloke in the army? He went away to somewhere, Vietnam or whatever. He was messing about in the woods.
Messing about in the woods?
Shouldn't he have been fighting?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, and he walked through some lake, and I think he'd cut his toe or something on something, and some worm of some sort crawled in the gash.
Yeah.
And it was in his body, and the doctor said, we've got to get this out of your body. So what they did was, they said, right, the thinnest part or something of your body that things can crawl through is on the top of your head. So they wrapped
Where the skull is.
So they wrapped some bacon.
No, they didn't.
They did. That's
right.
thing.
So he's gone in via the toe. So what we do is, I'll tell you what, that worm's probably heading straight for the head. We'll put a bit of bacon on it. The thinnest part of the body is the skull. Of course it's not the thinnest part of the body. It's where your brain case is, isn't it? It's the skull.
There was a reason for it. And it was like they stuck some bacon on his head. And
as ever, the vital piece of information, i.e. the reason, Carl seems to have forgotten.
Because the worm was in his body, and they said everyone likes to smell of bacon.
Including worms.
Even a Vietnamese lake worm. They love bacon.
Remember last week when I said about the little fella with the bone with no brain, and you were proved wrong?
No. We were saying it wasn't a little fella. We were saying it was a stillborn child. It wasn't a little fella.
You're changing it now. You weren't having any of it last week.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm getting confused. There was a Vietnamese There wasn't a There was a Vietnamese snake that went inside of a soldier.
A little, like, maggot or some sort that you have to get out of your body because it causes problems.
Yes, and so in order to get it out of the body, they strapped bacon to his head.
Yeah.
That is great. This doctor.
And did that work?
I think so. They had a picture of him smiling.
Oh, God, what, the worm or the bloke?
The bloke.
Oh, dear.
Honestly, I hope someone knows the story. And
Right.
it was about 3 years ago, I reckon.
Okay.
And, yeah, it did work.
G.I. Bacon.
So this is why when
what, the worm burrowed out of his head to get the bacon?
get to the bacon.
Right. That's great.
So this is why when Robin was telling his story, I was a little bit disappointed if it wasn't true.
Right.
Because in a way,
You know Robin's never been to Vietnam.
No, but what do you really think that Robin, well, as Robin said at the time, Carl, why would I sit on ham then tell Ricky Gervais? It's a very good point.
because if he was a kid, you do daft things like that as a kid.
Right.
See what
It's
I mean?
the telling Ricky Gervais, though.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
bless him.
Okay.
And then anyway, then Robin left, and I tried to chase him, but he got away. And he knows that and then we had a few pints, and then Carl embarked on some of the greatest stories ever told. Can you tell the story about your dad?
Let me run it by. I haven't spoke to him all week, so let me run it by him.
Okay, play records.
Because
What we got?
we've got one of Steve's.
Yeah, well,
tunes.
bizarrely enough, this comes from the Teachers 2 soundtrack, the soundtrack to the current TV series. There's a slight whiff of nepotism in the air.
Yeah.
Rick, would you like to explain why?
Well, that's why you're doing it. No, my girlfriend worked on it, but
Yeah.
you were going to play this anyway, weren't you?
Well, I was actually. Bizarrely enough, I was going to play some I Am Clute, and this is from, as I say, the Teachers soundtrack. This is called To You. It's a good track. That's I Am Clute, a track called To You from the Teachers soundtrack. That's also got, I noticed the Electric Soft Parade, The Hives, Star Sailor, Feeder, Turin Breaks, Mercury Rev on there. It's a good little collection.
Lovely. Carl has just had confirmation. He's looking smug because someone phoned up and went, it is true, it's a Laogai chi worm and you wrap bacon around your head. That's all the bloke knew as well.
Yeah.
And his name was Gary.
Yeah.
So I'm not having it.
No.
And he said, see, that's why the Robin thing isn't so weird. He said, but when you said he tried it with cheese, he said I was having none of it. He's got standards. Strokes, hard to explain. Like Carl, really.
Yes. Yes.
So, Carl, concentrate.
Yeah, go on.
So, we'll leave the worm with the bacon wrapped around the head, shall we?
Well, if you're ever caught in the jungle,
Yeah. Always carry some...
bit of Danish.
Good advice.
Lovely. So, would you like to start on your... to Steve, because I've heard all these.
Well, we won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, what it was, do you know, like, don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but, like, they do the weekly shopping on like, a Friday.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, what's that saying? Like a pig in... I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the same?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions because
Exactly.
he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right. So anyway, there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. It's like a quest for fire. And then they run upstairs. What did he just sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right? Yeah. So I thought, I'll have one of them. So I grabbed it.
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely.
And like my mum and dad are putting this stuff away and what have you. And I rip it open and knock it back, right? Straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
it,
Right
yeah.
But it went down the wrong way, right? So I was
down
like,
your shirt?
So I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. And my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, and she's going, oh God, you know, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh God, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it.
So-
And she hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had I think he'd put his share away, you know, his food away, and he'd gone
His share. I love it.
he'd gone to watch like Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done
I just
for.
was like falling to the ground. And my mum's going, you know, get in here, I think it's serious. And my dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him. And my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, you know, winded me. And it came up, and I was all right.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand. Because there was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it. So it went down your sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, like it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been all right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't.
Well, no, you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
So,
But the weird thing is, like for 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of a special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
a special needs person.
Yeah.
I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turn over a new leaf.
Exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam. Right, next
That was
one.
weird.
That's popsicle. That's popsicle hell, we'll call that. Right, next one.
Which one's the next one?
Oh, what about your paper round?
Right, the paper round one. Paper round, I'd still say it's the best job I've ever had.
And he means it.
No, I really enjoyed it. It's like, you know, you don't have to work with anyone else, right? So you make your own rules.
Just think of that.
You know, you sort of
You're
around.
spreading information to people. Vital information.
Giving a service, and no one else is around. You know, you can just do what you want and think about stuff whilst you're cycling around on your bike. It's really good.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Imagine the stuff he's thinking about when he's riding around his
I
bike.
can't. Oh, so getting in the head of a salamander.
So anyway, I loved it, and even though I only got 50p a day, right, no matter what the weather was like and stuff, I used to get up at 4:30 and go and do the round. And
Why'd you get up at 4:30?
because I wanted to watch the Pink Panther at 5:30, so I wanted to get me paper round done.
I said, why didn't you watch Pink Panther?
And then
He went, I can't sit there thinking I've got my paper round to do.
He'll ruin it for him.
Yeah. So is it a good job or not?
So 4:30 I was up and about, and this morning it was like winter, really bad winter, bad snow, you know, freezing cold, really windy and all that. And my mum said to me before I went to bed, she said, don't be getting up tomorrow, I'll give you the 50p. I said, it's not about the 50p. So, you know, people want the papers and stuff. So,
conscientious.
so anyway, I went to bed thinking, you know, that's it. I've told her I'm still going, so, you know, whatever. Go to sleep, get up in the morning, and put all my kit on. And I used to have layers of clothing on because it was really cold. I had a big anorak on with the fur on. I had waterproof pants, and I got my paper round bag. And I went downstairs to get out and tried to open the door, and it was locked. I thought, oh, God. So she'd locked it so I couldn't go out. So I'm searching around the house looking for the keys. She must have hid them somewhere. I thought, oh, God, you know, I've got the papers to do. So I thought, how can I get out? So I went upstairs, climbed out of the bathroom window.
God.
Right, and to try and jump out of the bathroom window onto the porch. But the problem was, I had so much gear on, I was like the Michelin Man. So I could hardly move as it is.
Yeah.
And I try to get out of the window, and I'm like, trying to stretch down like that, get my foot on the porch, and my bag got caught on the hook of, do you know, how you have a hook so you can put the window open?
Right, yeah.
The little arm goes on. My bag had got caught on that. I was holding on to the wall and my foot on the thing, so I couldn't sort of pull it pull it away in case I pulled it away and then fell on my head.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck there.
Dangling.
My dad comes back from working nights.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a burglar.
Gets out his gun.
So he's shouting and stuff, going mad and going, Dad, it's me. And he had to give us a hand using a...
He's heard that wily trick in Manchester before.
He had to help me using a washing prop thing, a big stick.
What did he do?
Well, he said, just hold on for your dear life, and I'll sort of push the paper bag off the hook.
Why didn't he go upstairs and sort it out?
It was at that point where I was in the middle. There was nothing you could do. Do you know what I mean? It's at that point where you've just got to make a decision.
Yeah.
And by the time you go upstairs, who knows what might have happened?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to act there and then, not messing around.
Yeah.
So
And you could hear downstairs, now here he is, the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Dad! Pink Panther.
Hurry up.
The Panther. Ever so pink. Oh.
So that was close to death, because I must have been about 30 foot in the air.
So, to cut a long story short, he gave me about 4 or 5 near-death experiences, and he went, and the whole point of this, he went, so that's why I think I'm going to die of something horrible, like cancer. And I went, why? He went, right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
He said, well, I don't check my balls. Wait. He said, I don't like the feel.
Carl, always check your balls.
Do you
I
check
don't like the
yours?
feel. Why don't you like the feel of your own balls?
They just... I mean, you know that I don't like bodies anyway.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It worries me a bit that you've got all that going on in your body, right? And your skin's keeping it all in place.
Stop. We're going down a whole other avenue of discussion. Let's play a track, let's come back to it.
And now it's Carl's bit. It's the re-education of Carl. He's like Liza Doolittle. And now he's coming to... Or Lawnmower Man, if you've seen that film. More like Lawnmower Man, if you've seen the film. You know what I mean. And his homework was to just study quotes, really, on happiness and stuff and general well-being. He's not a big happiness quote fan, are you, Carl?
Not really.
So what have you done? You've come up with something, haven't you?
Right, yeah, I told you, right? Because a lot of these are just things you say every day. They're nothing special. So what I'm doing...
Well, you say them every day.
Well, the sort of things you come out with and you don't even think about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're on the TV all the time. People on the radio are saying these sort of little quotes.
Sure.
And what I've done is, remember that programme on Channel 4, Faking It?
Yeah.
Where they got some, like, posh kid to be on a door and all that. What I've done, I've...
Imagine if that was the pitch for the show. Dear Channel 4, just going to get a posh kid on a door.